Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very aware of the struggles that you have had there on Earth, and we have so much compassion for what you have all had to endure just to get to where you are today, a place that still feels very far from the fifth dimensional realm. You are so much more fortunate than the average human, however, because you know that everything you feel and everything you experience serves a purpose. It all serves you in getting you closer and closer to the final stages of ascension. You were born into your physical bodies in this lifetime to be the awakened ones, the light bearers, the grid workers, the healers, and all of that has often left you feeling out on the fringe of society. From where we sit, the fringe of your society is the best part. It is so much better to not fit in and be who you really are than to conform and be trapped in a third-dimensional paradigm. Now, many of you broke free from that third-dimensional paradigm at a very young age, and you have been doing remarkable work since you were born into your physical body. Others of you have had a more circuitous path to getting to where you are now, to being in that fully awakened state. It does and matter how long it takes. It does and matter what you experience before you awaken. What matters is that you are awake, because it is only from that awakened status that you can see the bigger picture. You can see that there is more going on there on Earth right now than what makes the headlines. You can feel the energies coming in to support and heal humanity at this time. You have the opportunity to connect with beings like us and to know that it is more than just a fantasy. It is more than just a fairy tale. When you connect with a fairy, living on the fringe of society is the best place to live. And we know that more of you fringe dwellers are going to be finding each other very soon. You will be connecting with more of your soul family members sooner than you think. You are uniting as the awakened collective because you know how powerful you are when united. Those of you who are truly awake have been able to rise above the polarity of politics. You have been able to rise above the us versus them mentality and the victim-perpetrator model. You are ready to experience the oneness that will be such a big part of the fifth dimensional experience. And you are the ones to lead the rest of humanity with your wisdom, with your compassion, with your unconditional love, and with the knowing that no matter how it looks there on Earth at this time, you are moving in the right direction. You are forever on an upward spiral, and we are here to continue to invite you into the higher vibrational realm, where we can do so much more than you can even imagine. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very eager to see where humanity is headed, as we understand that you all have many, many choices in front of you. It is our desire, always, to present you with the choices, the opportunities, the options, that will give you what it is that you really want, and in good timing as well. We want you all to feel how much is available to you right now, to feel into the various timelines that you have in front of you. And we also want you to know that just as you don't have to wait for an event, a solar flash, full disclosure, free energy, or the landing of ships to bring you into a higher state of consciousness, you also don't have to wait for your fellow humans to start cleaning up their collective act. There will always be a version of the human collective around you, and whichever collective you are experiencing is there to reflect to you your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and vibration. Therefore, you always have the ability to change what you see out there, and you don't have to do it by reaching millions of people with your ideas or your teachings. You do it by shifting within you the vibration that you are offering. That changes everything. It changes which future you meet, which people you come in contact with. It changes the world and everything that is happening in the world. So, if you feel despair when you look out at what's going on there on Earth, then realize that you are looking at the mirror that you need to be looking into at that moment. You are getting to see exactly what you need to see to trigger you, to inspire you, to reflect to you what it is that is going on inside of you. When you are at peace, when you are in a state of joy, when you are offering love to your fellow humans, you will see that reflected back to you, eventually, and that is the tricky part for all of you. If you don't get immediate results, some of you give up pretty quickly. If you don't get the results you want, you tend to give up as well. When you are shifting your internal vibration for the feeling of it, because you know that it is the only way for you to feel the way you want to feel, then doing that work is its own reward. Just being happy is its own reward. You don't then need to manifest a bunch of happy circumstances to show you how happy you are. That the easy way, but it not the way that gives you the greatest opportunity for spiritual growth and evolution. That is why the time lag exists there on Earth in your dimension. You need it so that you will continue doing what you need to do in order to vibrate in the frequency that is best for you and for everyone around you. That is what you went to Earth for a series of incarnations to do in the first place. You wanted to master offering a higher vibration in spite of everything, in spite of whatever circumstances were in your life and in the world around you. Keep focusing inwardly, and you will not be able to make a misstep. You will be so aware of what you are feeling that you will know that you need to shift that energy. You need to let go of that which has you in a state of tension, angst, sadness, despair, or whatever it is you are feeling. And you can find the love that is within you at all times. It always there. It always waiting to be discovered, and sometimes you will even give yourselves a nice catalyst to make yourselves aware of the love that is within you, but then you have to choose it. You have to make the choice that serves you, and it's not always the easy choice, because everyone and everything out there in the physical realm isn't always so lovable. But when they are not being lovable, that when you know they need love the most. So that another tricky part of your existence there on Earth. But you all up for this. You all knew what you were getting into, and you all very accomplished at doing it, because you all existed on higher dimensional planes already. You going back to where you came from. When you are having a moment of deja vu, that is your reminder that you have been here before. You are going back to the higher dimensional planes, back to source, back to the truth of who you really are as unconditional love, and there is no better journey in the entire universe, so you might as well start enjoying it now. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are quite famous throughout the galaxy for our spirituality here in the Arcturian star system. We have been through so many different processes, teachings, exercises, meditations, and different ways of knowing ourselves as source energy beings in physical bodies, and that is essentially what you all are there to discover. You are there to discover how to be source energy in the physical body, how to represent source in the physical. You are there to know yourselves as gods in the flesh. And the journey that you have been on to that knowing has been much longer than the journeys that Arcturians have been on throughout history. When incarnate, we came into our physical bodies in a higher vibrational state. That is not us bragging. That was a choice, and it was a choice that almost everyone on Earth has made in previous lifetimes in our star system. We are doing our best to help humankind, even though your experience has been, and continues to be, much different from the Arcturian experience. But you need a stable force. You need beings to hold that higher vibrational frequency so that we can call you up to us. We, and others like us throughout the galaxy and throughout the universe, are always pulling humanity up with our intention, with our love and our compassion. And we will continue to do so because we love and honor you so much. We want so much for humankind to succeed with as much joy and ease as possible, and you are living at a time right now where joy and ease are hard to come by. Therefore, we invite you to lean on us more. Lean on the archangels more. Lean on the ascended masters more. Surrender to our invitations to be in a higher vibrational state, and you will find yourselves there. You have already come so far, and those of us in the higher realms are ready to give you that last little nudge, so that you can catapult yourselves into the fifth dimension and so that you can start living better lives there in the fourth. You are awake enough to receive what we in the higher realms have to offer. You are awake enough to rise up and meet us in the beautiful space that we can co-create together, a new fifth dimension, a new way of knowing yourselves as source energy beings in physical bodies. And when you get there from having been so far away from that knowing, when you get there from having felt so separate from source, It is a tremendous ride. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.